all you crazy cats and kittens. This is Tiger King Uncut. No, I joke, really. I'm Ben.
I'm Anastasia.
And you're watching NeverMind the Rumour Mill.
For April the 13th, 2022.
Yeah. Now, in case you don't know how this works, we're here to spread rumour, gossips, and basically anything and everything in the world of cryptocurrency.
So that means that we are 100% not financial advisors.
And even if we were, we're not your financial advisors. So always do your own research, dingbats. So what are those coin prices up to, eh? Playing the Grand Old Duke of York, it seems. And right now we are roughly halfway up. Yeah, neither up nor down. Do you know that song? The Grand Old Duke of York. I don't know if it's just an English thing. No. But yes, must just
it's an English thing, probably.
Okay, so in terms of Bitcoin, we lost 40K US dollars, obviously, and then we regained it. So according to all these expert type people, 50K is still on the table, but so is 30K. So maybe lower your leverage if you're using futures. Ethereum is pretty much looking a very similar situation, although maybe a little bit better, the experts are saying. 3.7K is happy days, you know, well, yeah, we might be going back bull. 2.8, and we might need to find a McDonald's application form, maybe. In terms of other coins, I mean, it's mostly been a pretty sideways stay as far as my unexpert opinion goes, but Shib is up very bigly, which we'll come to in a little bit. Frax is another big gainer in the top 100. Happy to see that. I know they work quite closely with some of the Broxis guys on an Everscale token. Couple as well, just for disclosure. XRP is reacting well to their recent news, which again we'll get to in a minute. And just for giggles, I found something called Itchy Coin, apparently, which is down 80% on the day. So maybe it's not up to scratch. So that's what's been happening, but why? God, why? Why do these coins move like this? Why? Just why? I don't know. Maybe the news has some insights. Anastasia, what did we miss yesterday? Or over the kind of past 36
go for
hours?
it.
Yeah, go.
Let's go. So the first one is former Ethereum developer Virgil Griffith has been sentenced for 63 months in prison and $100,000 of fine for violating sanctions on North Korea. Coinbase is seeing a lot of angry tweets as they list a whole bunch of coins, which, well, a little bit of shitty, it seems.
I spotted something called Student Coin on there, and honest to God, I thought Student Coin died with John McAfee. So, you know, carry on though. Sorry.
Okay, the next one is experts are saying CBDCs, which is a central bank issued digital currencies, are going to become a necessity for institutions looking to survive the future. And from a tweeted tyrant, Jack Dorsey has taken a swipe at all cryptos, which aren't Bitcoin,
Of course.
picking especially on big gainer Shib.
Well, we'll get to that doggy in the window in just a moment. Like we say, hold fire, Shib fans. But firstly, the big news of today, I'm seeing it's huge news, really, depending on your perspective. Ripple seem to have got one up on the SEC in their case.
Yeah, that's a big one. Judge Nedburn said the SEC should not contradict itself on trying to flip-flop on its assertions. In her decision, she wrote, the SEC seeks to have it both ways, but the speech was either intended to reflect agency policy or it was not. Having insisted that it reflected Hinman's personal views, the SEC cannot now reject on its own position.
Before you get too excited though, Ripple Roonies, this does seem to be a bit of a technical win. Obviously, this is just basically there's some evidence which is inadmissible, it seems. And while the win seems to be being hyped by the XRP influencers, the SEC do have 2 weeks to appeal this decision. So it's very preliminary stuff. So, you know, trade with caution, my beauties. Also, the SEC, just quickly, they appear to be putting the squeeze on coins and tokens giving interest, which seems to be a bit of a worrisome news.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in other news, you can now buy lands on Sheba Inu metaverse.
Wow, Shib. I told you we'd get to Shib eventually, didn't we? Okay. Yeah, early access to the Sheba Inu virtual reality plots of land, dubbed bid events. Okay, will grant access to holders who participated in the project's locker program, which I believe involved holding a few other coins.
They're also listing on Robinhood, I've heard.
Yeah, amongst a couple of others, which barking mad, isn't it? Barking mad. Hey, we've got punchlines today, guys.
Well, one more story from me. Yep. El Salvador has the volcanoes, Texas has the Tesla factory, and now Argentina has the 6,000 strong town of Seradino, which has unveiled plans to start mining crypto for public funds.
I do like this story. This is a really nice story. It's a very tiny little town. Imagine 6,000 people. That's nothing, is it? And they've really been struggling since COVID hit. It's wiped out a lot of their industry. Basically, they only really need to raise a few $100s per month, mainly initially to upgrade their railways, basically. So yeah, and amongst a few other issues they're having.
Full steam ahead.
Aye. And just skimming the very latest for you all out there, kids. Apparently, Justin Bieber, Maria Sharapova, Bruce Willis, and a couple of other celebrities are getting into cryptocurrency with something called MoonPay. Says PR from MoonPay. Hey, so we'll see how true that is. Blackrock, Fidelity to invest in crypto firm Circle, $400 million they're investing. That's huge. Axie Infinity have put $1 million bug bounty out after their recent exploits. And that's great news. Binance making moves in the UK. They've appointed ex-FCA executive Stephen McWhirter. That's a strong name. We like that. As their director of global regulatory policy. There you go. Hopefully Binance and the UK will start getting along, which would be nice. That'd be nice, that will. Brilliant.
So I guess we're all done. That's all news for today. Please remember, as super cool and trustworthy we are, we're still not financial advisors, but if you enjoy our show, please subscribe and give likes to our video, because that's what good people do.
Good people. Yes, you're good people. You are good people. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.